And here we are yet again with another end of the season controversial Eichel interview. Kind of like clockwork at this point, am I right? Anyways, decided to be one of the cool kids here and put out a video on the issue, just like everyone else. I know, so predictable. But obviously, everyone has their own insight and opinions, so with that, let's dive into mine. Honestly, at this point in time, I'm kind of tired of talking about the Eichel situation because his situation hasn't changed and really it's just kind of depressing in general. But for the sake of relevance, here we are. So let's do a little point of view talk here. All right, imagine being the second freshman in Boston University history to win the Hobey Baker Award as a freshman, taking the country by storm while putting up an astounding 71 points and only 40 games played. Having all of this talent and promise coming in to only get selected by a team that would literally go on to ruin your mental health. As the hockey world has witnessed for years, the mediocrity that has started at the top with the poor management and unfortunately trickled down. A culture that was so toxic that it crippled Taylor Hall offensively before he was set free. A place where good hockey players go to rot for season after season. So you witness a guy like Ryan O'Reilly, for instance, finally leave and he wins a cup, just like that. But you're still stuck and hanging in the balance. You're persuaded that maybe, just maybe, things will change a time or two with additions like Jeff Skinner and Taylor Hall. But nothing does. Then you have a coach for the majority of the season in Ralph Krueger that doesn't even know how you were injured or when you were, and contradicts your statements about your own injury while talking to the media. And that injury, in the neck area, the ailment that keeps you sidelined, unable to help and to be the captain for your team. Instead, you're forced to watch them tie the longest losing record ever in NHL history. Miss the playoffs for the 10th time in a row, something you still have not experienced after all this time. So yes, just a little glimpse into how bad this situation is and has been for Jack Eichel, and how much it just has to be weighing on him mentally just to keep going. And obviously, when you feel powerless over your situation, you naturally want to do anything you can just to take that control back. Honestly, with the season exit interview, I feel like that is what Eichel did. I mean, he said things before that got our attention, but not like this. So just to unpack a few key things that he said, starting off, saying that he and the organization basically disagreed over his injury and that there was a, quote, disconnect, and then went on to say that he was hoping to get healthy and to play hockey next year, quote, wherever that may be. With these statements, I think Eichel was trying to wake the Pegulas up and to get some sort of reaction. You have a guy that is just so desperate at this point just to win. Now, I could go the clickbait route and say, oh, he's going to be traded here, he's going to be traded there. And honestly, he could request one, which, they don't have to grant, but it feels like maybe just one of those situations that's kind of like a bad romantic relationship, maybe. You just feel like you've stuck it out for so long in the dysfunction and the chaos, and if you decide to give up, it would be all for nothing. All of the misery you've been through, all the stuff, it would just be for nothing because you're hoping in the back of your mind that somehow, in some way, things will change and they'll work again. Or maybe work for the first time. In Eichel's case, work for the first time, make the postseason. So, obviously I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. But at this present time, it is looking like the Pegulas' last chance to actually please their only hope on their roster. And before I end this video, please come and subscribe and check out Habs Tonight, which I am now a part of. Yes, I know it's not Penguins tonight, but we have an awesome former NHL player, Dale Weiss, at the forefront of this, so it's kind of a big deal. Anyways, if you'd like to watch me go on live, talk hockey, and ask me your opinions, along with some other great people on the team, and ask me for my takes on things, the link will be down below to subscribe.